Good morning. Happy Wednesday. I'm getting ready to paint this morning. We're going to paint sunflowers. Hi, Arlene. So I'll wait a couple of minutes till everyone comes on or whoever's going to stop by. I just dropped Isabel off at the bus stop. Hi, Linda. How are you? Good morning. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Susie. Her bus has been coming later, so I'm always in a little bit of a scurry to be back and be ready for you guys, but I did it. 7 o'clock. Okay. Hi, Ellen. How are you? I still have to write you back, Ellen. I started yesterday and didn't finish. How are you, Linda? I need to come in for a treat this morning, I think. Linda owns the local coffee shop that I go to and makes amazing treats. It's called Geneva Bakery, and it's in East Petersburg, if anybody is from the area. All right, let me turn this around. Hi, Karen. Okay, I'm going to paint this sunflower. Yeah, the other day I was kind of talking about inspiration a little bit. I don't know how you guys all find inspiration of what you want to do. I was thinking about doing a blog post about how I find inspiration, but I don't know if it would be enough to write about it. Really, I just I find inspiration everywhere I go. Like that, I drive my family crazy because I'm always stopping to take pictures of things, and then when it's time to paint. Hi, Dawn. I go through all the reference photos that I have, and something usually kind of just inspires me. I just feel like it's something that I could focus on for a while and not get bored with it and enjoy it. And today it's sunflowers. So do I. Okay. No, I was looking for one more color, but okay, never mind. I'll do that in a little bit. Okay, so I'm starting with my transparent layer. And then I've been, you know how you always have that little self-talk. I've been feeling like I don't want you guys to get bored with me kind of doing the same thing all the time. So I feel like I need to switch it up, but I don't know to what yet, but maybe something will inspire me to change up what I do a little bit. I don't want you getting bored, or me, for that matter. And then when I start painting, I always have to calm down a little bit. You know, I feel like I'm always running through my whole life, always in a hurry. I got Isabel to the bus stop. Got this set up. And now I feel like I have to calm my mind a little bit. Frigid Michigan. It's cold here too. How cold is it in Michigan? I think we're having kind of like in the low teens. I'm sure it's colder in Michigan. I don't know if I'd like to live anywhere that's colder than where I am. Yes, me too. I love sunflowers. I'm so excited for flowers to be in season so I can do more photo shoots, and I would really like to spend more time painting from life too. Hoping to find time for that, but right now I don't have time, so this works. It's very convenient to be able to do it. 9 degrees. Whoa, that's freezing. Hi, Ellen. How are you? Hi, Beth. Yes, I know. It gives us hope that spring is on its way, especially since it's so light out right now. I love that. Negative 19. That's just crazy. When it's cold like this, it's wherever you are in life, it's hard to imagine something else. Like, it's just hard to imagine there are places that are warm and sunny right now. Hello, Connie. So it must be a little weird. I save these videos now. I've been really doing a much better job of remembering to put them on YouTube and on my website, which I've been kind of reworking a little bit. I plan to redo my entire website, but for the time being, I'm just changing it. But, shoot, what was I going to say? These videos, I put the videos up on YouTube, but they must sound crazy because I'm saying hello and talking to all of you guys, but the feed of everyone's conversation doesn't come up in the video after I save it. So I must sound like a crazy person. I have to get some brown out here. So now I'm starting to get ready. I'm having a First Friday in downtown Lancaster at the beginning of April. And I'm having my second ever painting workshop. How do you, from being to a professional artist? Suzanne, I would say that's just, it's a long process, and it's really, to me, it just happens gradually, and until you make enough money doing your art that you can actually not do your full-time job or work part-time and do your art. But I don't know, it's so many things. Like, you have to just keep plugging away at it and get exposure and you know, try to be in galleries. That's something I'm working on. I'm going to have my first ever, well, I guess I was in a gallery once. Oh, did I get brown? Shoot. Oh, yeah, it did. Okay. In a gallery just very briefly in New Hope, and then the gallery ended up closing. And that was fun. I had one show there. It was a group show. But now I'm going to have one in downtown Lancaster at Red Raven, which is my favorite gallery, in the beginning of October. I think it's October 4th, on my birthday. And I'm super excited about that. But I want to create paintings for that I don't share until the show. So I have to kind of figure out what I'm going to make for that. I'm excited to do it. And then I have a First Friday, as I was saying, in the beginning of next month, at a cute little interior design shop called AK Interiors in downtown Lancaster. And the very next day, I'm doing my workshop. So that'll be a really busy weekend, but fun. But I really have to get ready for all of that, because even though I feel like April's miles from now, it's really like 5 minutes from now. So that's the next thing for me to focus on. And I don't even have like some other things that have coming up I need to add to my website. Like I'm going to be doing an outdoor art show at Rittenhouse Square in Philadelphia in June. I just recently was accepted into that. Yes, Carol, I will. I'll send a list. I have it printed out and in my bag. I'll try and do that today. I have to decide what we even should paint. Any ideas, Carol? What would you like to paint? It's always a tricky question to ask because then people don't agree, but I like opinions and we'll figure it out. But you can tell me if there's something in particular you'd like to do in the workshop. I was thinking of going to market and buying flowers and kind of winging it and doing the whole process of maybe even taking the photo, but I don't know, now I'm thinking out loud, sorry. Flowers, yeah, I do, definitely flowers. And I was asking my florist if I could get peonies, but she said it's too early for peonies, so I'm gonna ask her what she thinks. All right, do we think that's enough? It feels, I don't know, I'm not ready. I'm not happy with it yet. No, wait, let me add a little bit more kind of color in here. Now, and I'm also doing an art talk at the Lidditz Art Association in the neighboring town. And I've never done that before, so hopefully I'll be okay and not get horribly... What yellow? It is Indian yellow. My favorite Indian yellow. I haven't found anything I like more, and it's not cheap. I just ordered a new one, and it's Vasari Indian yellow. It's an amazing color. Transparent. Okay, now I'm going to mix up some colors. So I'm going to knock my coffee here. So I've been really busy. I was working on a watercolor that I posted about yesterday that I need to try and finish up because it's for underneath with it to be framed with a wedding invitation that I did the watercolor for. And I have a few commissions to do. So it's all good. Okay. All right, so I need neutral. I'm thinking out loud. This is one I've been playing around with. It's Italian green umber. I'm going to put that to kind of mix with greens. I have some yellow, so I need whites. I feel like I'm getting low on whites, so I should buy some. And I like this Gamblin warm white too. I've been playing around with using a cool white and a warm white to mix colors. Put that out. Okay, so I think I'll do some greens first. I really need to clean this palette off this weekend too. Cool. Now I always try to think about cools and warm colors. So I need a cool yellow. That's, I think, what I was looking for before. Let me see. I wanted lemon yellow. If I can find it. Funny thing is, I keep buying more paints because I think if I have more paints, I'll immediately be able to find the one that I want. Here it is. But the more paints I get, the more paints I have to go through to find the one that I want. It's crazy. So that's a cool yellow. I mean, yeah, cool. And this is going to be my cool pile, I think. Okay, let me try this. I do want to try to mix some different greens. So this is cool. I'm going to add this lemon yellow in there. Oh, yeah, that's nice. Okay, I like that. So I need more of the darker. I always do it backwards. I end up with my I want my light colors below my dark ones. This is cool, so I'm gonna add some cool white. I always have to clean my palette knife off before I get white because I make a mess of that in no time. Oh, that's good. All right, that's a nice set of greens. Now I'm gonna try to make warm green. So I'm gonna do it with Indian yellow. No, wait, let me get more sap green. Oh, okay, Susie, I'm not being irritating. That's good to hear because right away, you know, I filter myself and think I should not be thinking like this out loud. But I will continue. So I want more of this Indian yellow. And then I'm going to use, I think this is Brilliant Lemon. See what that looks like. So when you have the colors, then you can really see. Sometimes I can't think about warm and cool till I see it, and see how cool those colors are and how warm those are. I know I'm going to run out of that, so let me make a little more of this. This yellow. All right, so that's good for beginning of greens anyway. Oh, I wanted to play with this other color that I put out here, this Italian green umber. I want to see how green that looks. So I think that would be a warm color. Oops, I'm getting paint all over my hands. I'm going to use the same color. Let's see what it's like. So that really tinted the yellow. So the yellow was the strong color there. Let me put a little bit of this in just to have some fun, to have a whole different green. Well, that's too bright. So I'm going to play, this is, I think, cobalt green. Now that's a cool color. So I'm going to add, because it's too crazy, a little too crazy, I'm going to add a little bit of ultramarine blue into it. I need more of that. That's a crazy color, isn't it? I might add a little crazy in there. That's always fun. Something unexpected. All right, then I have to do warm and cool yellow. Getting another paper towel and a sip of coffee, if you don't mind. Okay. I should just... Sometimes I get a little cheap with my paint. I think that's one of my biggest weaknesses. And I'm wanting to paint large more, and there's nothing cheap about it. So I think I just need to go all in. Now what did I do with my lemon yellow? I keep losing that. I don't know what I did with it. I'll probably put it away where it belongs. It's Indian yellow. Gosh, guys, how do I do that? How did I just lose that tube of paint? Oh, here it is. So I have a big canvas beside me that's 40 by 40. It doesn't quite fit in the car, especially if it's framed. I never tire of watching and listening to you so much. Oh, good. That's wonderful to hear. You're getting rid of my inner critic by telling me that. Because that inner critic is really loud sometimes, telling me, oh, you're doing the same old thing. I'm not tired of doing it, so let me see. Permanent Rose, one of my favorite colors. I put some of that in with my warms here. Well, that's crazy. Let's put some transparent brown in there. I don't know if I'm crazy about that. And that's warm, so I'm gonna go a little more of this. So you see how I make like a darker color and then I go a little lighter and a little lighter. That's something I'm working on. Sometimes I'll start and it'll get light too fast and I have to go back and make the dark again. What are the names of those yellow? This yellow, I did Indian yellow on this side and I'm going to do lemon yellow as my cool yellow. But I feel like these, like this flower, those dark areas, some of that color is okay, but it goes a little blue. So I think I'm going to leave room to do some blue over here and move this over here. So I'm going to do, sometimes when I mix cerulean into it, it gets, and now my cerulean looks, I think I need more. Put a little more over here. I'm not real sure what it does. Maybe it makes it neutral. I still have so much to learn. If I had time, I'd learn every night. I think it's more of that. Let me pull a little of this out. Yeah, that's kind of that weird color, right? That's dark, so do this. Get me from there. See how that just changes that tone a little bit? It looks a little more like that color that's in there, so do it with this light one. A little more, just a dab. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Now I'm going to go down and make some cool. No, I didn't, Lynn. I didn't order from Rosemary. I actually went a little rogue and bought 2 huge paintbrushes to play with on larger canvases. I got totally distracted from my Rosemary order, which I still do need to do. A little cool. So I'm going to add some or magenta. Oh, I have some here. Into this. So I still need to do an order brushes. But for small ones like this is a great, like I would definitely order this again. Can you see it? I don't know if I can get it in focus. It's a number 8 Rosemary & Company Eclipse Short Flat. Love this brush. So if you're working small, it's a great brush. All right, what do we think of those? I think we're pretty good. I want to put a little purple out here because you know how purple and yellow are make magic together. This purple I like, I'm not sure. I think I'm going to use it for now because nothing up here. Yes, I do love them. Do you cover your palette after? Yeah, you'll laugh at me. I've got to find a better system, but I have this. This is an old lid from a Tupperware thing, and it's had years of stuff. I'm already getting my hands dirty. It just covers a little bit of it. I'll clean up my mixed piles because they get dry anyway. I just covered up with that. Some people put paints in the freezer. I mean, I can't even imagine what my husband would say if he opened the freezer and it had oil paints in there. I wouldn't even attempt it. And, okay. All right, let me do my fun little paint sticks. Okay, here's my happy, whoa, my happy little tube of paint sticks that I love. I'd like to get some more. So I'm gonna get out green and these kind of fun blues that I love. I just love this color. Like, I just put it everywhere, even though there's not necessarily any of that color in the piece. Whoops, I'm sorry. Yellows. Do I need anything else? Maybe this. Okay, I'm just gonna move this out of the way because I'm a little crowded here. What time is it? 7:30. I better get moving. I think I'm always like this though, right? I get to this point and I think that I'm not gonna have time to finish, and I always do. All right. I think I'm close to finished with the big painting that I have here beside me because I'm ready to move on to something else. So if I have time, I'll show it to you when we're finished here. Starter 12-pack of the paint sticks was a bit of a challenge. Oh, was it, Julie? Hard to find in Canada. It is funny how, you know, different products that you can find in different places. The big brushes that I just ordered were from Canada. But I still thought they were reasonable. I mean, even with the shipping. And if I love them, I'll let you know what they're like. So I love this. This is the R&F Paint Stick Iridescent Gold. So my workshop, I want to use these, and I don't want everyone to have to buy them. Most people are having me supply the art materials, so I'm just going to buy more and share them. It'd be silly to buy them if you don't know if you're going to love them, but I do. More than anything, it loosens me up. Maybe I need, yeah, you can tell that's my favorite. That's all I have left. Okay, I will, Barbara. I'll show it to you. It's really bad in the light, and until I take it and put it in on my mantle, I'm never sure what I think of it. And then I'll put it on my mantle, and then I'll love it or hate it. If I hate it, I'll just dive back in, which isn't a bad thing. It's actually fun. Because when I'm finished with a painting, I'm almost just a little bit sad. One that I've been working on for a while. But I'm always excited to start a new one. All right, let me keep moving here. Let me get my bright yellow. I don't think I did this yet. This is cadmium yellow light. Oh, and see, it's messy from the last time I used it. I'm a messy person, so I just take it and clean the end off. Not that it would matter if those colors got mixed in, but... And then when I do this, it kind of reminds me where I want to keep my lights. And I love when it mixes with the other colors. Definitely a little up here. Good. A couple extra fun colors and moving on. I do have this green that's drying out over here. I might put a little bit of this green in there. This is the one I couldn't get out of the tube, so I just have it sitting here. Let's see, it's been laying there for a while, and I just cleaned the top off, and it's good to go. So. Good. A little fun here, and then it's on a board. My painting is on a board, and I have the sides painted gold. This is the last little 6x6 that I have. Oh, thanks, Jennifer. Yes, sunflowers are so pretty. I think I took this photo at Lancaster Central Market. Sometimes I buy the things that I love and bring them home to photograph, and other times I'll just photograph them right at market. Like, I love how the light's shining through there. That's enough of that. And I have 2 more colors I want to use. I'll start painting 7:30. Okay. And then a little of this color just because I love it. I didn't put any darks in there, but that's okay. That's all right, I think that's good. That's a good start. How can you fix pastel on board so it doesn't, well, it doesn't, it's oil paint, so it's, because these paint sticks are oils, they dry with the oil paint, like I kind of mixes in and dries. And these come in these little tubes, so I just keep them in the tubes. The little top comes off, so it's easy to put it in and reseal it. And if you can't keep them in the tubes, like the one I had laying here isn't in a tube, and it was fine. I just wiped the end off. All right. I think I'm going to try to make myself use this big brush. So look how big that brush is compared, and it is, oh, this is a rosemary brush. But I can't even read it anymore. So it's a well-loved brush, right? But I think it's just like this other one. It's just, see the size difference? This is the number 8, and this is probably like a 12 or something. So, see if I can do a lot of it, if not all of it, with this big brush, because it forces me to really make my strokes and not fuss with them. And it keeps it loose, which is always my goal. Loose and happy. You're welcome. So I'm kind of blocking in where my darkest darks are. Darken here. There we go. Goodbye, Diane. Have a great day. So Diane, I had done a wedding invitation for a friend for her son. I did a watercolor and had it printed. And Diane reached out to me and was doing a watercolor for her son's wedding invitation and asked me if I would take care of getting it printed and stuff. So she sent me her watercolor, which was beautiful. And then I did the typography part of it and had it printed. And they're going out in the mail on my way to work as soon as I'm finished here. Diane did a beautiful, beautiful painting. Like, how neat to be able to do your kids' artwork for their wedding invitation. Just love that. Back when I got married, it was always just very traditional. I had engraved because that's what my day job is. I have an advertising and design business, and I love typography. I love to do hand lettering. I don't do it as often as I would like to. What was I saying? Oh, when I got married, it was very traditional, and I actually had paid the extra money to have real engraved wedding invitations, and they were beautiful, but very, very traditional. I love all the fun new things. All right, I think that's enough darks. Now I'm going to a lighter color, so I need to clean my brush a little better, and probably a sip of coffee would help too. Right, so I'm just pulling some paper towels off here. I love Viva paper towels, and when I can find them, the Select-A-Size ones are the best. And I love how that looks. Sometimes I think that I should just stop here, you know what I mean? Like, not even do anything else, but I don't feel like it's quite finished. But I want to get the same quality on larger paintings. So that's something I'm striving for, because I tend to get lost in the details more in a larger painting than in a smaller one, and I'm not sure why. I think it's the brushes. That's why I ordered really big brushes. Hi. Hello. This is dark. So like in this case, I'm trying to think about now with my colors that I want the warms are going to go backwards and the cools forward. Here, let's do some cool. See if we get that coming forward. I haven't looked over. Has anybody written anything? Will you varnish the painting when you're finished? Yes. Yes, I will let it dry for a couple of weeks, actually, and then I varnish it. I have a few that I'm varnishing this afternoon when I get home from work, and I have a few that I'm sending out today to their new homes. I enjoy all the pieces of it. Varnishing is really fun because when you do, a lot of the colors pop out that you don't notice as much. All right, I'm going to do some cools here. Well, no, you know what? No. I get ahead of myself. I don't want to do that yet. I really want to do a little more of my darks. And some of my yellows. Okay. All right, now I need to do yellows. No, wait, I still see darks that I'm missing. Like right in here. That needs to go back a little more. And I tried my best to keep like my shadow areas a little more transparent. Okay, now I'm going to do some of my petals here. Keep it loose. Paper towels. And I get a little quiet when I'm doing this part because I'm thinking really hard. Will you keep this video on your Instagram page? I would like to watch it again from beginning. Yes, it will be in my story here on Instagram for 24 hours. And then I will post it under like my blog on my website. And it will also be on my YouTube channel. So you will be able to watch it. And if you have trouble finding it, just message me and I'll help you out. But it will be in my story for 24 hours. Now I'm adding in some of that funky, like that warm color that I made, and added the cerulean blue into, which I always just think is crazy, but somehow it works. It's still warm, but I guess it takes the yellow out of it. I'm guessing that's why it works. That's the other thing I try to do too. I used to try to learn, I try to think about it so much, but then I need to trust my intuition more and just not second guess what I do. It's a hard thing, really hard thing. Okay, and I'm going to do some lights. This is the fun part. I'm thinking here a little bit. I need a little bit more lemon yellow, if I can find it. And then when I have trouble finding the same tube of paint so many times, I'll go buy more of the same color. So I have at least 2 tubes, but I can't find it, so shoot. Sorry about this. Oh, now it has to be right here in front of me. Maybe I'm not meant to have it, right? Just think about it. Oh, here it is. Sorry about that. It's getting there, right? Oh, I want to push this back a little bit over here. Okay. 47. Okay. It's getting there, right? Now, as much as I haven't been putting in, I need a little bit more French ultramarine to make a little bit of dark for kind of the little sexy part of the painting, which is like right in here. When you paint bigger paintings, do you use the ampersand gesso board? Well, yes, I have for up to like 12 by 12 size. But my really big ones, I have been painting on canvas. They just get so heavy to paint that big. And then, you know, they're heavy to hang on the walls, but it would be fun to do. I don't even know if they come that big, but they might. But up to 12 by 12 works. So, thanks, Lou. All right, so I just need to pull out some of my light colors. Oops, got a little thick there. That's the other thing I would love to play around with too, is using thicker paint sometimes. All right, what else do we think we need here? I'm liking it. See, I love where like the little imperfections of the sticks that I used showing through here. Love that part. Finished. Oh, I know. I wanted to do a little more down here. making sure that some of my greens here are lighter. And this is a beautiful one right there. Oh, it's a really big brush. So, and it's worn off. I don't see another one. So this is a Rosemary and Company Short Eclipse Flat number 8. So I'm guessing this is maybe like a 12. And it's pretty big. This is a 6x6 canvas. So this brush is like an inch wide. All right. What else am I missing? I feel like I'm missing a little something. I think I'm going to add a little white, and then I can finish up here. I'm adding white into my lemon yellow just to get some other really pops of a lighter color. You see anything else that I missed here? Oh, that was nice right there. And see, my brush is a mess too. See how it separates like that? It's not all together. I have to try and clean it or get a new one. Brand new brushes are like the best. I always have so many art supplies that I want to buy that I have to not do it all at one time. Okay, now I feel like I'm overworking it, so I'm going to stop and sign it. Oh, here I have a little muss right there. Fix that. And I'll show it to you closer. I don't know why I need to. Sorry, I hate the way that all sounds. I'm going to turn the light away from it a little bit. I see it better. See how I love letting like these colors up in here peek through. Fun blues I added. And here's my palette. And then I'll show you my big painting. It's not going to look great because of the lighting, but let me back up here. I have all kinds of stuff at my feet. I can't back up gracefully. I apologize. And that's what I've been working on. And then I have, I'm going to start a really big one that barely fits in my car. So it's right here ready to get gesso on it. This is my ever so messy favorite place in the world. Okay, so right on time. Oops, thanks for stopping by, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. And I will save this to my story, and then I will also put it on my website and on my YouTube channel. Happy Wednesday. Oh, the large painting, it's I think 40 by 40. I put gesso on canvas, yes, but not on the gesso board because that's already ready to roll, which is wonderful. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for stopping by.